Hey Tom, thank you for joining again. How are you today?
Oh, yeah. Eh, I'm okay.
Is everything fine since last time that we met? I know that you did your assessment and it seems like your anxiety's got a little higher and your depression is so what happened since we met?
Mm. Well,
Take your time. Yeah.
just when things are going well, something comes up to screw it up. Mm, yeah, something happened.
Are you is this something that you will feel comfortable opening today about it?
Well, there's nothing comfortable about this. I had a conversation with my cousin, and I told him that I was interested in men. And first he thought I was effing around with him. He was like, "No, come on, man. I know you're just married to this hot woman. What you talking about?" And and I said, "No, man, I'm serious. You know, that's what I wanted to tell you. I wanted to tell you that I like guys." And he just kind of stared at me like he still didn't believe me. And then he said, "We're selfish." And we walked away.
So sorry to hear that, Tom, that happened to you. I can imagine how you're feeling, man. Because I know the last session that we had, you already had come up to your parents and to your church peers, and that went great. So I could imagine this being a very very negative impact to you, since I know that last time we spoke also about trying to come out with to your daughter. So I'm pretty sure this is not helping the
Yeah,
situation.
well, I don't know how if it's a good idea or not. Now I'm really hesitant t- to talk to my daughter.
But you don't think, just based on seeing how your parents were so accepting about it, I know that maybe for some peers, some people, it might take a little longer for them to come to sense with it, like,
I suppose.
yeah, because, and I know it's gonna hurt and bother for a while, but then at the end of the day, you don't think, at the end of your ultimate goal is, to be yourself and get, to tell your daughter and just move on with your life, like,
Okay.
you know, but, what is it that, I know that I'm pretty sure if you erase your anxiety, is there anything else that, it's been affecting you, in your life right now? Like you're sleeping. I know you had some problems sleeping before. Did it got worse?
I actually found something to help me sleep.
Oh, okay. So it's helping you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Any thoughts, about harming yourself, since I know that your anxiety was a little level up and your depression? Any thoughts about hurting yourself?
No, I haven't thought about that at all.
Or about hurting anybody else. I know it's a little uncomfortable questions, but it's I just want to ask them out. So put it out. Just part.
No,
You
I'm
know?
not thinking about hurting anybody.
And then I know last time we talked about maybe joining some some groups, some LGBTQ plus groups. I did find some good ones for you. There's some religious ones as well. So maybe for you, I know right now with the whole your cousin very being very accepting, it could probably potentially help you in a sense. Like joining others that might be going through something like similar to you, and they also have like some kind of religious background as well, since I know that you're very devoted to your church as well?
It was cool. I did go to one of the groups,
Oh,
and
how was that?
think I think I may be one of few people who speaks primarily Spanish.
Oh,
And I think most of them speak, English, but there was this one person who'd
hmm.
been with the group for a long time, and they were introducing themselves to me and trying to be funny and wanted to like relate to me. I
Yeah,
think because I think she heard me speaking uh, uh, Spanish over the phone, so she, I can't tell, um, but came up to me and said, "Hola,
nice,
¿dónde está el baño?"
nice.
And
How
I
did
went,
how did that feel for you?
he knows where the bathroom is,
Yeah,
but it was just trying to break the ice, and it was pretty funny because
yeah,
he doesn't quite say it right. It's not it's not you don't roll the L, you don't go El Baño, it's El Baño. But anyway, I thought it was a nice attempt to it was a good way to break the ice as we both laughed.
nice. So I'm excited. So it seemed like it was a great experience for you.
Well, that was just how it started.
You think you'll go back?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I mean, we actually exchanged numbers with a few people, and
Nice.
I have what they call an accountability buddy.
Yes.
And I was like, well, I'm not an alcoholic. And they said, well, that doesn't matter. We do that here too, for support. So we contact each other, and if someone doesn't show up to a meeting, they're going to send you a text and go, "Where are you?"
Nice.
And then I'm supposed to do that too if I show up and I notice someone's not there.
Nice. It sounds great. I know it's so it's the first time we went, and it might seem a little weird at first adjusting to it because you're not very used to it. But I feel like as the more you go, the more you meet more people, and you'll feel more comfortable, and later on potentially be more open, and meet more people.
Uh-huh.
So I am so happy to hear that. I know last time we also talked about some potential techniques. Have you been able to do some breathing techniques or meditation to help with the anxiety?
Yeah, when I get up in the morning, I do the breathing exercises. Otherwise, I might forget to do it. So I just like have that handout you gave me. I have it
Yes.
right next to my bed, and I put my cell phone on top of it. So when my
Okay.
cell phone rings, the first thing after I push the button to turn off the alarm,
Yeah.
I see the handout, and immediately, before I even get out of bed, I just start doing the exercises for like 3 to 5 minutes.
Nice. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. And are they helping you?
Oh yeah, they help me like during the morning.
Nice.
And then if I want them to keep helping me, I've got to do them again.
Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm happy, Tom. I'm glad to hear that. Well, we're coming short to the on time. I'm so happy to hear. I know that it started with your cousin, but I feel like as more we talk about it, the more you get comfortable actually maybe him coming along later on, and accepting you later on. But let's focus on your daughter. I think that should be one of our priorities right now, focusing on your daughter and because I know she's, someone close to you and meaningful to you that should be our next, focus. What do you think?
Okay, man, that gave me anxiety.
I
Help on my daughter. Hold on, hold on. I gotta use these exercises now.
Yes. Yes.
All right, that's better.
I'm I'm glad. And we'll
Whew.
do it, we'll take our time. It doesn't have to be tomorrow or next week. We definitely will discuss ways for you to feel comfortable and how do you want it to be and how do you want to do it, okay? So we'll take it step by step. And like I mentioned last time, you can even have her maybe join one of our sessions if you like.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good, Tom.
That
Okay,
feels something. I want to go
okay,
to bed. I want to take a nap.
okay, good, Tom. So let's schedule your next section, and look forward to seeing your next session.
All right, man. See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Tom.